Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. I love this time of day. It's about 6 o'clock and it's really windy out, but hopefully with my microphone you can hear me just fine. And I love this time of day especially because I have been working on getting my firewood stacked, which is the pile is getting higher if you haven't noticed behind me. And sort of working on my driveway and doing things around here because the weather's been so great. And then after I feed the dogs, I take a shower, and it's time for me to just relax. Maybe braid my rug a little bit more. Um, maybe watch a few videos later when I'm in bed at night, and respond to all of your comments. So this is actually the best part of my day. So I wanted to talk about something I just thought of, and hopefully it's very helpful because I see it happening. Gosh, just watch almost any YouTube video and you'll see people getting upset. And they usually get upset because of someone else. And I want to start out by saying I used to be that way. When I was younger, rushing in traffic to get to work on time, exhausted after working all day and going to the supermarket to grab some groceries, and people were in my way and I'd get really frustrated. And maybe it came from just being tired, but I don't think so, because as I grew older, I continued to be kind of short-tempered and irritated when people were annoying. And I am proud to say that I am no longer like that. And I'm going to explain how that is and what I tell myself now. And I hope it works for you. It's very simple and it's actually pretty funny. You will meet annoying people wherever you go. I guarantee it. Whether it's your family, whether it's your spouse, who can be at times, whether it's that cashier in the supermarket that just has some sort of snotty attitude. Maybe it's somebody you don't even know standing in line and they're just annoying you. And so I can't honestly tell you exactly how I figured this out, but I think it had to do with when I divorced my last husband and got out of an abusive relationship, and realized my self-empowerment and how I could choose how to react to people and not react to their behavior. Now, here's what I tell myself, and try it. I would love to hear what you think, or maybe you do this already. And it almost makes me laugh, but I don't let myself laugh in front of people who annoy me because they might wonder why I'm laughing, and I'm not really laughing at them. I'm laughing at the situation. So let's say you're in the store and you're really tired and you've got a cart full of groceries and someone just steps across right in front of you and gets in your way. And you might get really pissed off, which I used to do. Now, you have the choice how to react or not to react at all, depending on your situation. Well, here's what I do. Whether someone's being rude to me, whether they've cut me off in traffic or cut in front of a line at the grocery store, I see myself separate from them, first of all. I am not responsible for their actions, nor am I responsible to correct them or to help them. They are a separate entity from me. So what I tell myself is, that's who they are. They're just being themselves. That's who they are. And I don't know how else to explain it other than it completely separates me from that toxic energy. And I don't really like to use the word toxic, but it does, because it separates me from them in a way that makes me completely separate from whatever their issues are. And I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel anger towards them. I don't feel frustration towards them. And I don't internalize any of that into my own emotions either. What I do is I just tell myself that's who they are, that's what they're doing, it has nothing to do with me. Now, you might ask me, but Barbara, it does have something to do with you because maybe it's something you did that annoyed them. Maybe it's something you said that annoyed them. But here's the thing, it's not always necessarily what I say, it's how they internalize it themselves and how to react to what I say. And it goes both ways. Um, Anger builds anger. So if an angry person pisses you off and you react in anger, all you've done is thrown another stick on that fire. And rage solves nothing. And how do I know? I grew up with a rageful father who reacted physically, not towards me, but towards my brother. And my brother suffered horrendously for that. And he internalized it, and he assumed that my father's rage was his fault. And he had a tragic life. But this video is not about him. I learned in my 40s to, whether I like it or not, people are who they are. And you are who you are. And you can decide who you want to be. You can decide whether to react in anger, rage, frustration, intolerance, or you can decide not to react at all. And what I've learned is, by not reacting at all is really cool. Because other people will notice that you didn't react. Because, first of all, some people want the show. They want to see you in an argument for their own entertainment. And other people will notice your lack of reaction and secretly be really proud of you. And I think that's funny. And I think it's also very cool. Now, the person that pissed you off may actually be surprised that you didn't react. Because this might be the kind of person that annoys people all the time. And maybe that's why they're so angry and so defensive. Because that's how they react to the world. And so maybe you're teaching them something by not reacting. And by showing them that you are separate from them and their issue belongs to them and not to you. So I hope this helps you because I do it all the time. And I am very observant around people. I don't go out much, but when I do go to the grocery store or the gas station, I notice when people are in conflict. And it can be over the dumbest thing. And people will overreact because of what they're internalizing to be their own reality. And I hope that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, ask me. But if you find yourself getting frustrated or getting annoyed by other people, just tell yourself this. I'd love you to try it. Just don't say it out loud. Just tell yourself they're just being them. That's who they are. And it's not your responsibility to help them. Well, if it's your child and they're 5 years old screaming for a candy bar, yes, it is your job to correct that behavior. But I'm talking about strangers who are acting inappropriately towards you and how to deal with that if you're feeling frustrated, especially if you're on the freeway, because Oh my gosh, look at all the road rage out there. Growing up in the 60s, when I learned how to drive, or the 70s rather, we didn't have all this rage. We didn't have all this hate. And maybe people are just becoming more and more frustrated with their lives and their own situation. And that's why they're losing their patience and they're unable to control themselves. And that is a very dangerous situation to be in if you encounter these people. And that's another, one more important reason to please don't react. Just tell yourself that's who they are, and get away from that situation without responding, without saying anything, and go about your business. So I hope that helps you. It's helped me tremendously, and it's made me realize, um, there's a saying, no man is an island. Well, I'm not quite sure what that means. I think it means to some extent that we all, on some level, do affect each other. But I see it on the flip side too. You can become your own island and decide when to be on that island. You can decide when not to allow others to affect you and enjoy your own island. And heck, I do that all the time. I do that every day. So I hope that helped you. Let me know if that was confusing to you, or if you do that yourself and just tell yourself, well, that's who they are. There are now I especially do this with narcissists because I have known many in my life, and they are extremely arrogant. They're all about themselves, and they do not read the room. They can't read the room. They're incapable of understanding where you're coming from. And it took me the longest time to get that. And I avoid narcissists like the plague. But if I'm forced to encounter one, I just tell myself, that's who they are. Or better yet, that's what they are. Because I don't think narcissists are real people. I think they're so ill in their own minds. They've lost their way so badly that they can't relate on a personal level to anyone. And the people that they attract are people who are attracted to that false self. And that's not real. That's all an imitation. And I see through that. And that's another reason why I can spot a narcissist and say, yep, that's what they are. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to keep it short. Maybe the next time I do a video by my woodpile, it will be even higher, and I'll be sitting in front of another row. So thanks so much, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day and enjoying your summer wherever you live. And thank you so much for all of my subscribers. I'm having so much fun with my channel. Take care, everyone.